E vamos lá, hein? Um minutinho aqui para começar. Estou achando que não vai ser live. Eles só vão lançar o programa uma vez. Talvez não, né? Sair como estreia, depois vai dar para já assistir direto aqui no YouTube. Eles não publicaram nada na Twitch. Não abriram nenhuma live lá por enquanto. Vou acompanhar daqui para ver. Então veremos aqui pelo YouTube mesmo. Depois a gente volta, pausa, dá uma olhadinha nas coisas que tem que olhar. Para confirmar que está tudo ok. E deu horário, hein? Deu o horário. Medo de recarregar a página aqui e dar alguma coisa errada? Por enquanto nada. Opa! Opa! Telinha preta. E? Baixar um pouquinho pra vocês aí que tá bem alto aqui. Mas vamos lá, está funcionando. Está ao vivo, é live então. Live mesmo. Por isso não tem a legenda. Vamos lá. Em teoria começa daqui 4 minutos. Pelo jeito eles já vão começar com o trailer, né? Pra automático. Colocar em HP logo. Não é problema, né? Só porque eu falei aquela hora, eles abriram live na Twitch também. minutinho. Dá pra começar, hein? A tela já está de volta aqui. Só tava colocando o Twitch não trava aqui. A qualquer momento, se der problema em uma, a gente já muda para outra. Vamos ver, 8h30, hein? Bora. E começou.
I always knew you were a dark horse, Mr. Yang.
Well, speak for yourself. Albert, if I had met you a few years ago, my creative career would have taken a more interesting turn.
You know, I heard you had something new in the works. What's it about? Let me guess. The Adventures of the Nameless.
Well, it's early concept at the moment. The Express crew has given me a lot of food for thought. But still, when it comes to key plot points, I'm in need of some inspiration.
Ooh, inspiration. How about
this?
We give you some ideas.
Ih, caramba,
After all,
chegaram.
when it comes to scripts, we're seasoned professionals.
Security! Security! Security!
Albert é muito
The
bom,
rules
tem
of this
como.
game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, every question and answer
Ó a mulher,
is
ó a mulher, ó a mulher aí.
obvious choices. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Olha, novas regiões. Caraca. Olha o menino espada aí.
You think another name
Menino
and
lâmpada.
face can blot out the sin of your past? Fail. And you. Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor. Has come in here and triggered your memory. What
Caraca.
happens next
Caraca.
is in your hands.
You, and you. All three of you are staying right here.
The karma of past lives changed the world with the present.
I wish for you to despair, suffer, crumble, turn on one another and destroy that which you love with your
Meu
own
Deus. Meu Deus. E aí temos o primeiro código do dia, hein? Os caras acertaram de novo. Não tem como. Esse jogo sabe como hypar, hein? Está aí o código. Vamos ver, né? Mas caramba, já começou com tudo, hein? Deixa eu colocar no ao vivo
Whether or
aqui.
not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm your buddy Albert, and welcome to the version 1.2 Even Immortality Ends special program. Today, we have 3 special guests in the hot seats. Introducing...
Hey guys, I'm Cheryl Texera, and I voice Kafka.
Hey there, I'm Damon Mills, and I voice Blade.
Hi, folks. My name is Corey Landis, and I voice Welt.
Guys, it's great to have you with us. Man, that trailer was a roller coaster. Corey, your thoughts?
Whoa, me already? Okay. It looked like various factions were getting ready for battle. I think we're one move away from a serious showdown here.
Agreed. It was cool to see some new environments and enemies, too. I better get my team in order.
You're gonna need to, my friend. In version 1.2, the Xianzhou Lao Fu will face a setback that threatens the fate of the whole alliance. The Trailblazer will need to pass through various delves and arrive at the location of the sealed ambrosial arbor, where a decisive battle with the one responsible for the Stellaron disaster awaits.
Not to mention, Don Hung finally gets reunited with the Astral Express crew.
Don Hung's journey has been longer than most could imagine.
Care to elaborate, Damon?
I didn't say anything.
Ah, come on, guys. You're trying to get me fired here. Editors, you can cut that bit out. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. The story left off on a bit of a cliffhanger last time.
It sure did. I mean, why did Jing Yuan deploy those forces? Who is he trying to catch?
And what about the Stellaron hunters? Where did they go after escaping?
Well, who says they went anywhere?
Cut that out, too. I'm sure all these questions will be answered in the upcoming story. Now, aside from Trailblaze mission updates, version 1.2 will see new characters coming to the warp. First on the scene, Blade.
O Blade aí. Olha o garoto Blade. Menino lâmina. Destruição, né? Destruição vento, eu acho.
I have a question for Damon. If, say, there were 5 people, would I be one of them?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
É a grande dúvida, né? Quem
Don't look
são
at
as
me.
5 pessoas, né?
I don't know anything about anything. Okay?
Da Hang, Blade,
Well, I'm
e
pretty
Jing
sure
Yuan.
I'm not
Faltam
one of the
duas.
5 people, but here is a fact for you. Whenever Blade gets scary, it's the Mara flaring up.
Isn't he always scary?
He usually does what I tell him.
I should probably unpack that a little. Blade relies on Kafka's spirit whisper to suppress the Mara inside him.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You know, most of the time, Blade is a
Okay.
nice, quiet boy.
Totally.
Então a Kafka
He's not a
suprimiu
strong
a
communicator,
Mara
that's for
dentro
sure.
da
I'm pretty sure
Kafka
half my
do
recording
Blade.
sessions have focused on 2 sounds. Number 1, Number 2,
I can believe that.
Ele realmente não é muito falar muito, né?
It's strange that a lone wolf like him would want to team up with the Stellaron hunters. Unless Kafka's spirit whispered him into it.
Kafka was more of a go-between. The real reason Blade joined was because Elio promised him the outcome he desired.
Outcome? Meaning vengeance? Look, a certain someone on the Express has been having nightmares about this guy.
Not just vengeance, a funeral.
A funeral.
his own, to be precise. Through unexpected circumstances, Blade became immortal. His body recovers from the worst of sicknesses and the gravest of injuries, even from death itself. Those bandages aren't for show. For Blade, immortality isn't a blessing. It's a curse that follows him wherever he goes.
Ok, então tem Mara, ele é imortal.
Well,
Ele quer
let's leave something to the imagination here. I'm sure our Trailblazers will find out more about Blade's backstory as things unfold. For now, let's take a look at what he's capable of on the battlefield. Blade is a wind-type character, following the path of destruction. By consuming his own HP, he's able to deal greater damage to enemies. And I guess that's the risk you take when you're immortal, huh?
Blade's skill consumes a set amount of his own HP and initiates Hellscape. While Hellscape is active, Blade deals greater damage, and his basic attack is enhanced from Shard Sword to Forest of Swords. While Shard Sword is a single target attack, Forest of Swords deals damage to multiple enemies.
I got a question. Can Blade still use his skill if his HP isn't enough to cover the set amount?
In that situation, when Blade uses his skill, his HP decreases to 1.
Ooh, that sounds a little dicey.
A bit. Well, there's a silver lining. When Blade's HP decreases, his talent is triggered, granting him a charge. When charges are fully stacked, Blade unleashes a follow-up attack on all enemies and recovers a set amount of HP.
Ok,
When Blade
interessante.
unleashes his ultimate, his HP is set to 50% of his max HP, and he deals massive damage to a single target and adjacent enemies.
HP for damage, huh? Interesting. No wonder he's so
Vida por
indifferent
ataque.
to being healed. Huh?
And the more HP Blade loses, the more damage his ultimate deals.
Yeah, it
É
does.
tipo um Arlon, só que ele
Blade's
tem
technique Karma
skills pra
Wind also
recuperar a
consumes
própria
his
vida.
HP and deals wind damage to all enemies after entering battle.
When it comes to taking damage, Blade should be more afraid of himself than his enemies.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
É interessante, mas assim,
anyone?
é um personagem de vento muito forte.
We can't let Blade
Mas
steal
não
the
sei
show.
assim se ele é tão
It's
necessário,
time to
né?
talk about another Stellaron hunter. His partner in crime, Kafka.
E agora a mulher, hein? Ela eu quero. Mesmo que eu não vá jogar com ela no time. Mas Kafka é Kafka, né?
Kafka's a familiar face at this point in the story. She was the first person the Trailblazer set eyes on, and meaning Kafka must have been there for the Trailblazer's first words, the first step. No wonder so many players are calling her.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna get past the editors there, Albert. Look, what I am interested in is this. Since Kafka appeared on her to space station, she's managed to implant the Trailblazer with the Stellaron, hijack the Express's signals, and draw the crew onto the Cienjo La Fu. It almost feels like she has the Trailblazer's destiny in the palm of her hand.
It's like Kafka said, when it comes to scripts, the Stellaron hunters are seasoned professionals.
Well, that might be the case, but that's not to say the Trailblazers' choices aren't important. What's a script without a director?
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
I've got another question. Why did Kafka join the Stellaron Hunters?
Ooh. So, Kafka was born on Terias 5, a planet that knows no fear. And literally, Kafka is unable to feel the emotion fear, and therefore cannot comprehend the value of life. When Elio promised to bring about a change for her, she signed up without a second thought.
Now, for someone who can't feel fear,
ela é
she's
incapaz
pretty
de
great
sentir
at making
medo.
others feel it.
This scares you more than it scares me.
You want me to use my spirit whisper on him, Albert?
Yes. No. I mean, let's move on to Kafka's combat, shall we?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. So Kafka is a lightning-type character following the path of nihility, and she can deal additional damage over time to enemies. Her skill deals lightning damage to multiple targets. If an enemy is afflicted with DOT, they receive an additional bout of DOT damage.
That is to say, if an enemy is already afflicted with DOT, they receive additional damage both during their turn and after Kafka's attack.
That's right. Not to mention, additional damage doesn't replace existing DOT. I mean, did you think Kafka was gonna take it easy on him? Come on. And separately, after an ally uses a basic attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. Kafka's ultimate, on the other hand, deals lightning damage to all enemies with a chance of shocking targets and immediately dealing additional damage to those already shocked. Kafka's technique can attack all enemies within a set range and deals lightning damage to all enemies after
Ok,
entering battle.
interessante. Olha o Luca
How
aí, ó.
elegant.
Well, she likes elegant things, and there's a certain elegance to combat.
Kafka's
Interessante,
abilities
interessante. Se
are
fosse
kind
subir
of
DPS,
terrifying. Her
bem
enemies
interessante.
are like flies
O tiro
trapped in a web,
elétrico
slowly taking damage
continua.
until...
Ela tinha
Ooh,
e vai
that was
no
pretty good.
elétrico. Isso é um time muito forte.
Yeah, from HB sacrificing maniacs and emotionless sociopaths to the coolest kid on the block. It's time to introduce our next character.
What? Hey, that is a little harsh. Also, since when did Welt become the coolest kid on the block?
Think again. I'm talking about the born and bred Bella Bog hero, Luca. Oh,
E olha
come
o
on.
Luca aí. O que é? Deve vir no banner da Kafka, né? O campeão do clube da luta.
So that's the guy on the light cone.
Físico
He
limite.
looks a little different on the light cone.
Luca is an underworld fighter that goes by the moniker Luca Strongarm. He's a member of Wildfire and apprentice to Oleg.
Wait, doesn't the underworld have a fight club? I guess that must be where Luca spends his time.
Oh, you better believe it. In fact, he's the Fight Club champion, and not only that, he's also a reliable operations consultant for the moles.
So he's with the moles, huh? Does Luca know he's a member?
Probably. The kids of the underworld look up to Luca in a big way. And the reason he fights
o
is to
irmãozão,
set a
então,
good
né?
example of dedication and discipline. And speaking of fighting, let's take a look at him in action.
Luca is a physical type character following the path of nihility. After multiple attacks, he's able to launch an enhanced basic attack. His skill deals physical damage to a single target and has a chance of inflicting bleed.
During battle, Luca can obtain fighting will through a variety of attacks. When fighting will reaches a certain number of stacks, Luca's basic attack is enhanced.
His enhanced basic attack deals 4 hits of damage, with the final hit dealing additional damage to enemies currently inflicted with bleed.
Kids today, no respect.
When Luca unleashes his ultimate, in addition to dealing damage, he also obtains fighting will, and there's a chance of increasing the target's damage received for a set number of turns.
Woo! And when your opponent's fist is the same size as your head, it's time to throw in the towel.
Yeah, well, it's the power of those punches that scares me. I mean, I'm sure having a robotic arm is also a big help, but I think Luca's strength lies in his love of the sport. Oh, and I almost forgot. When using his technique during exploration, Luca obtains fighting will after entering battle.
Jeez! Does this guy ever take a break?
Interessante.
Well, it was great to start off the program with a character deep dive. Next up, it looks like we've got 2 brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp in version 1.2. Let's start with a Path of Destruction light cone, the Unreachable Side.
Oh, okay. Question. The Paradise Blade mentions in his ultimate line, is that where he's standing right there?
I don't know what paradise means to you, Corey, but a barren sword-filled wasteland isn't my idea
Assim,
of a
eu
vacation.
ia gostar,
Speak for
parece
yourself.
interessante, mas eu ia
Here's
gostar
a
mais
fun
dele se
fact.
fosse
Each of those
personagem
swords had an owner, and
dessa
Blade was the
área, né?
last one to see them alive.
Oh,
Aplicar
whoa!
bleed em
So
área
he
seria
killed them
interessante, mas
for their
agora bleed
swords. Only a
único
brutal
deve ser bom
calculated jealous
pra
mind could
boss.
do
Pra boss
something
deve ser bom.
like that.
The maniac and sociopath segment is over. Moving swiftly onto a
Olha esse da
5-star Path of
Kafka.
Nihility light cone. Patience is all you need. Here we see
A ciência é tudo o que você
our
precisa.
resident sociopath
Ah, que
again.
tristeza que eu não vou ter esse aí, hein?
Okay, well, looks like Kafka's waiting for the main course to arrive there, huh?
What do you think's on the menu?
You wanna guess?
What are you looking at me for? Come on, nobody eats out, right? During the first phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, a lost soul, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Blade. During the same phase, in the Lycon event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, the unreachable side, will be boosted. And during the second phase of version 1.2 in the character warp, Nessun Dorma, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Kafka and 4-star character Luke. And during the same phase, in the light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, patience is all you need, will be boosted. And that's a wrap on banners. I need to lie down. Don't go anywhere, Trailblazers.
Ok, segundo código, vamos lá. E aí está o segundo código, hein? Resgatado com sucesso. Beleza. E agora tá na hora de falar coisa da história, né? Acho que chegou o momento de falar o que teremos de novidade no patch. História. Será que vai ter algum evento? Essa é a minha dúvida, né? Porque assim, o patch anterior teve muito
Welcome back,
evento.
everyone! As mentioned at the start of the show in version 1.2, before the Trailblazers' decisive boss battle, they will need to pass through various delves. No surprise then? That 1.2 would unlock 2 new areas, the Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Now,
Okay,
the
dois
Alchemy
novos
Commission,
mapas.
is that where the Xianzhou makes its medicines, or...?
Ooh, you got it! The Alchemy Commission is one of the 6 commissions of the Lafu.
A comissão de alquimia é onde tava rolando as treta, né? Tava...
Oh, yeah, let's see. The Alchemy Commission, the Divination Commission.
The Skyfaring Commission, the Artisanship Commission, the Cloud Knights. Oh, shoot, what was that other one?
Drum roll, please. The Realm Keeping Commission.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
The Alchemy Commission used to focus their efforts on the way of immortality, but these days, it's all about medical research and treating diseases.
Now, the Trailblazer came face to face with some Alchemy Commission folks in Exalting Sanctum, but things seemed a little off.
I don't want to create more work for the editors, but I have a theory that the reason why that...
Adjacent to the Alchemy Commission lies Scale Gorge
Eita,
Waterscape.
é uma estátua do Darren ali?
He's just ignoring us now.
We've got a lot to get through. Where was I? Oh, along with the Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape, come new puzzles.
Opa, new
Seems
puzzles.
like Trailblazers will face
Novos
a lot of new
puzzles,
challenges
novos
on the road to
baús,
the
mais
Ambrosial
viagem.
Arbor. I can't wait.
Oh, Albert, are you making Corey read off the teleprompter?
Puzzles aren't the only new challenges Trailblazers will be facing in these areas. There are monsters afoot.
Vamos ver novos
First
monstros também.
A creature
Caraca.
of indomitable size and destructive power, the Malefic Ape. And next on the list, an entity rid of the burden of humanity that has remodeled itself in the way of immortality, the Ascended. And finally,
Yen Qing? Why would the General's aides attack a Cloud Knight lieutenant?
all will be revealed
Ih,
in
caramba.
1.2 story.
Gentinho vai
I
ser
think we
boss.
skipped an enemy, Albert. You mentioned a boss lurking on the Xianzhou Law Fu. Care for a sneak peek?
Oh, how could I forget?
Ih, caramba. Quem que será essa daí, hein? Mano, olha o tamanho, mano. Nossa, só o peteleco e a palmada. Caraca, ela mudou de forma. Caraca, tá muito
Hold on
foda,
your hats,
tá
folks.
muito foda.
It's Vantilia the Undying, wielder of the power of both the destruction
a não
and
morta.
the abundance. In her first
A
phase, she
imorrível.
summons abundance lotuses, which restore her HP and reduce the player team's skill points.
Weakening her enemies
Caraca.
and strengthening herself in one fell
As
swoop.
flores recuperam a vida
That's why
dela e
choosing the right
diminuem
moment
os
to
pontos de
destroy those abundance
habilidade.
lotuses is so
Nossa,
important.
equipe.
Eliminating an abundance lotus recovers 3 skill points.
Well, you know, when you borrow
Vai
something, you
eliminar a
gotta give
flor,
it back.
recupera 3 pontos de
Now,
habilidade.
in her second phase, Vantilia uses her destruction power to summon destruction lotuses. These lotuses reduce ally max HP and when in bloom, deal damage to a single target.
So, should we just wait for them to stop blooming before we take them out?
No, I doubt the power of the destruction is as simple as that.
Oh, you're not wrong, Cheryl. When the lotuses aren't in bloom, their toughness doesn't receive damage. As such, Trailblazers should seize the moment when the flowers are open to break their weakness. And finally, in the third phase, Vantilia goes
Terceira
gold.
fase?
What terrible trick does she have up her sleeve? I'm afraid Trailblazers are gonna have to wait to find out.
I'm curious,
são
where did
3
Vantilia
fases.
even come from? How come she can use the powers of the abundance and the destruction?
I hate to be that guy again, but all will be revealed in the version 1.2
Caraca,
story.
destruição,
Anyway.
abundância, 3 fases.
Hey,
Eles
I
estão
can't go
colocando
spell it
hype lá
all,
em cima, hein?
When the main story combat draws to a close, Vantilia the Undying will join the Echo of War and drop the advanced trace materials required for Blade, Kafka, and Luca. Regret, Infinite Okama.
Ei,
And a
eu tenho
quick
que farmar
reminder,
ela pra Blade,
Trailblazers,
Kafka e
Echo of War has a
Luca.
limited number of weekly rewards, so don't forget to plan ahead.
Also, in version 1.2, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Celestial, is arriving, which drops the brand new character essential material, Ascendant Debris. This is also the
Ok,
essential
então só dá
material.
pra farmar pra
required for Blade.
eles.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's time to talk about version 1.2 events.
Ooh,
Opa,
I've been
vamos lá,
waiting for
eventos,
this
hein?
segment.
Eventos, hein?
Let's start with Tales of the Fantastic. The crisis on the Xianzhou Laofu has subsided, and the feats of the Nameless can be heard on every street corner. Starskiff Haven storyteller, Mr. Cien, is interested in the Astral Express's tale, eager to work his storytelling magic.
Oh, yeah, the storyteller.
Oh,
I'm familiar
interessante.
with him. I wonder what he'll do with the Trailblazers story. His artistic license and collage editing bring all kinds of tales to
Será
life.
que teremos
Well, that's
um
Mr.
Cone
Cien,
4
all
estrelas de novo?
To spruce
Em
up the
algum evento?
tale, he's given us a set of protagonist models.
Protagonist models? What's that?
I hear it's kind of a magical object invented by one of the scriptwriters at the Immersion Club. It industrializes the scriptwriting process. As long as you follow its guidance, you'll be able to captivate an audience with your storytelling. To unleash the full potential of the protagonist models, the Trailblazer must accompany Mr. Cien into the past and visit historical battle locations.
Olha,
The
interessante.
name might be a little dull, but don't underestimate the
desafios.
protagonist models. Different combinations have different effects. Once the protagonist models have been properly refined, Legend of the Trailblazer can be a runaway hit.
Oh, this sounds like a fun event.
Well, there's more where that came from. The next event is called Underground Treasure Hunt. The underworld appraiser, Bellaway the Miner's Lamp, is making a comeback.
They say that in Belobog's great mine, ancient ruins have been discovered where many rare treasures and relics
Nossa,
are waiting to be
tesouro em Belobog,
identified.
hein?
However, according to the senior treasure hunter Axe, there exists a
grande
space
mina.
beneath the ruins where relics of even greater value may be found. The only thing is, the road to the ruin depths is filled with all kinds of danger.
Treasure hunters must steel themselves and explore sealed areas in order to
Kafka e
progress
Luca.
deeper into the ruins.
I'm sure these sealed areas are full of hidden treasures, but there's always a catch.
Surprise and danger rolled into one. I'm sure Kafka would get a kick out of this.
Treasure
Yeah.
hunters will need endurance, courage, and insight if they want to succeed. It's almost certain that the sealed areas will contain enemies, But supplementary items and keycards to other sealed areas are the secrets to progression.
This is a solo mission, right? It sounds like a tough challenge to take on alone.
Oh, they won't be alone. During exploration, treasure hunters can be sure to run into familiar faces.
Let's hope that we're happy to see them.
So do treasure hunters get any kind of special rewards?
Of course! In the Underground Treasure Hunt event, aside from the usual Stellar Jade, treasure hunters can obtain the themed Where's the Rabbit chat box.
Isn't the rabbit in the chat box?
It's a treasure chest. What I'm trying to say is the theme of the chat box is called Where's the Rabbit?
Okay. So the rabbit's in the treasure chest, right?
In version 1.2, the message and chat box functions will be enabled for the first time. Trailblazers can obtain and swap between chat boxes. And I'm not just talking about the friend chat screen. I'm talking about the game's character interaction chat boxes too.
Opa!
Oh, I love the rabbit design.
Agora ficou mais
It
interessante,
seems
hein?
like something Clara would like too.
So cute.
Yeah.
Agora eu
Do you
quero
think
pegar. Agora ficou mais
Svarog could have
interessante.
designed it for
Oh.
her, maybe?
Interesting thought. Safe to say that chat boxes will continue to get updates. Trailblazers will be able to view and swap between those they already have, as well as view those they've yet to obtain. On to the next event. Where are you, Mystery Trotter?
This really is the version of missing creatures, isn't it?
The good news is, all of them can be found. Reagindo has come across a new scientific research gadget. Homemade sensor number 223. The device is able to detect mysterious coordinates that display abnormal readings.
I recognize that abnormal reading. Isn't that just a trotter?
Oh no, don't tell me that we have to fight it. I mean, sure, it's a little scary, but it's cute, right?
If I told you it dropped Stellar Jade, would that change how you feel, maybe?
Yeah, that thing's bacon.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know what's tastier than bacon?
What?
Forgotten Hall updates! In version 1.2, the brand new memories of Cienjo, the Voyage of Novice Strigger, will be arriving.
Yeah, now we're talking.
That's not all.
E aí é que
After
vem
clearing the Forgotten Hall memories of
Yukong
Cienjo
grátis.
Stage 1, Trailblazers can obtain the
Forgotten
4-star
Hall.
character Yukong.
Cool.
In addition to the Forgotten Hall, the simulated universe will also be receiving an update in the form of World 7.
Opa!
The brand new planar ornaments, Rutulent Arena and Broken Keel, will be added to the World 7 immersion device.
Wow.
And the ride doesn't stop there either. In version 1.2's Planar Fissure event, Trailblazers that successfully challenge the simulated universe
Caraca,
can
muita
obtain a
coisa,
set amount
vai ter
of
muito evento
double
de novo.
planar ornament rewards. Meanwhile, in the Alchemy Commission's Cavern of Corrosion, Trailblazers can obtain the brand new Cavern
Ela
Relics,
aumenta
Longibus
velocidade
Disciple, and Messenger traversing
e
Hyperspace.
aumenta a vida.
And finally, in 1.2's Realm of the Strange event, players that successfully challenge the Cavern of Corrosion can obtain a set amount of double Cavern Relic rewards.
O dobro de relíquias, caraca, é muito
I
evento.
think
É
we're gonna
muito
pass out for a
evento.
while.
Tá muito bom esse patch,
Over to you
caralho.
guys.
No problem. We got you, buddy. We got you. In version 1.2, the two companion missions, Letter from a Strange
Missão
Woman
da
and
Kafka.
For I Have Touched the Sky, will be arriving.
In a letter from a strange woman, the
Missão da
Trailblazer
Yukong.
will receive a request from Kafka. As for how the Trailblazer should respond, I only have one thing to say. When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
Ah, eu vou aceitar com certeza. Olha, já que essa quest aí, eu não vou deixar de
Isn't he
aceitar.
supposed to be passed out?
I think someone's playing sound bites. I should say a little something about the other companion mission. In For I Have Touched the Sky, an accident has occurred in Stargazer Navalia. When the Trailblazer investigates, they find a girl in trouble. Who could she be? And what secrets could Yukong be hiding?
Thanks for watching
yeah.
Keeping Up with Star Rail.
Hey, sound guy. A little early on that one.
Before we bring things back to a close here, let's talk about the ever-popular reward events. Version 1.2 will see the return of the Gift of Odyssey check-in event.
Ah,
During
que
the event, as long as
maravilha.
Trailblazers log in for 7 days,
Vem
doesn't have to
Blade,
be
vem
consecutive.
Kafka,
They
vem
can
todo
acquire
mundo.
10 Star Rail special passes.
Yes, I love a check-in event. Yes. Let's do it!
That's exciting.
Can somebody get Corey some water,
Eu tô
please?
tão animado quanto eles mesmo. E aí temos o nosso último código do dia. Vamos lá. Está aí pra vocês. Deixa eu já tirar ele aqui. Mas caraca, que patch, hein? Eu pensei que eles iam diminuir o número de eventos porque ia ter coisa da história, mas não. Taca evento, taca coisa da história, taca mapa novo.
I'll say it again. Time flies when you're having fun. Another special program has come to an end. We talked about a lot of 1.2 features. You guys, got any favorites?
Gotta be that boss fight for me. When the crew fought the Doomsday Beast and
A
Capolia,
boss fight
Welp was
realmente
watching from the
tá
sidelines. This will be the first
complicado,
time
hein?
we see him on the battlefield. So watch your back, Fantilia.
I'm excited to see more of Blade. Heck, I recorded enough fighting efforts to lay down an album. We better get some fight scenes, come on. Not to mention, it seems like him and Dan Hung are finally about to meet. Something tells me they're not gonna settle things over a cup of tea.
Uh-oh. As for me, it is all about Kafka. Although I am curious about the Tales of the Fantastic event, because this sounds like Trailblazers have plenty of room to get creative.
Seems like we're all a little biased here. but
Totally.
one thing is for sure, 1.2 is a version to look forward to. Albert here has done a good job keeping us in check today, you know, and there's still a lot of mystery out there for you Trailblazers to delve into.
É, mistério é o que
You
mais
guys
tem.
were a handful, all right. But hey, we made it out alive. That's it for Honkai Star Rail version 1.2 special program, folks. Thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in. And see you for the next one.
Bye,
So long.
guys.
Bye-bye. Cheerio.
Vamos ver se vai ter mais alguma coisa aqui no finalzinho, ó. Tem mais, hein?
The Interastral Peace Corporation has just declared the latest galactic bounty hunt, calling for the capture of the Stellaron Hunters. According to reliable sources, Kafka and Blade are expected to appear at the upcoming Cosmic Refreshment Supplies event, which poses a high risk of destruction. We urge the public to remain vigilant. We will announce the whereabouts of the outlaws in due time and are asking for your assistance in bringing them to justice.
Global Tia Events. Caramba, interessante, hein? Interessante. Acho que é isso, né? É isso. Tá, vamos voltar aqui antes de passar tudo e dar uma olhada no que temos aqui de novidade. O que temos para ver aqui? Vamos dar uma olhadinha no trailer da versão aqui rapidamente.
Gamer like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, every question and answer is constrained by previous choices. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Olha, esse mapa tá muito bonito. Os dois mapas estão muito bonitos.
You think another knave in face can blot out the sin of your past? Fail. Defend you. Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the ambrosial arbor.
Elise, libere seu potencial completo. O poder que você possui é o que irá abrir o caminho para a árvore ambrosiana. Olha a importância do Darkenco aí.
Has come in here and triggered your memory. What happens next is in your hands.
Esse bichão aí, hein?
All three of you are staying right here.
Tem King lutando contra o Blade. Quem era ali?
We're staying right here.
Será que é o Dan Heng se transformando? E o Blade aqui, ó. Braços abertos para receber. Possivelmente quem terá o poder de matá-lo? Será que é isso? Por isso que ele estava atrás tão desesperado assim da Heng, porque é quem vai conseguir matar ele? Ou será que é Jin Liu? Porque parece uma lança aqui, não parece uma espada. Jin Liu usa uma espada. Aí, ó. E ele... um dragão. Mas ele abre o caminho.
All three of you are staying right here.
The karma of past lives changed the world of the present.
Ele abre o caminho. Ele já é um dragão. Ele já era dragão. Quando ele, não é o dragão que vai dar o poder de volta pra ele. Ele vai se transformar antes de chegar aqui. Antes da gente chegar nesse mapa. E provavelmente é ele que vai liberar a boss lá. Aparentemente é isso. Ele toca no dragão e vê a florzinha. Olha ali atrás, ó.
To despair, suffer, crumble, turn on one another and destroy that which you love with your own hands.
Calma, ok. Vou dar uma olhadinha aqui, né? O Dan Heng está do nosso lado. O Dan Heng não virou vilão. Pelo menos isso. Pelo menos isso podemos, pelo menos neste momento aqui, ter certeza. Jinwan também está aqui conosco. Então todo mundo se reencontrou. Jinwan está tomando a frente. As cenas ali do Jinwan usando o poder dele não me animam muito, porque acho que chegou a hora do nosso querido general, hein? Acho que a hora dele chegou. O que me faz querer saber qual que vai ser a treta com Yan King, hein? A gente vai lutar contra o Yan King. Então, qual que vai ser a treta dele? Ou será que o Dan Heng... Porque eles falaram que o Dan Heng vai encontrar o Blade. Ou se o Dan Heng tiver com o Blade e o Yan King encontrar os dois. Pode ser mais uma das quests do Dan Heng lá, que são separadas. E a gente tem que, junto com o Blade, lutar contra o Yan King. Não sei se vai ser junto. Mas provavelmente a gente vai ter que lutar ali. Interessante, hein? Bem interessante. Vamos ver. Tem mais coisa? Não, tem mais não. Beleza. Cadê aqui? Quando eles mostraram os mapas. Luca. Fones aqui.
Is that where the Xianzhou makes its medicines, or...
Beleza. Vamos ver aqui. Acho que é um pouquinho antes, hein? Vamos ver se eu consigo ver. Porque eu lembro de ter visto. Não vai mostrar aqui. Em que momento foi? Porque eu lembro de ter visto uma estátua do Dan Heng. Ou de como que tá o nome dele lá, que eles postaram no Twitter, né? O Embebedor Online. Ok, eu acho que agora eles vão mostrar aqui.
Oh, shoot, what was that other one?
Drum roll, please. To focus their efforts on the wave immortality. But these days, it's all about medical research and treating diseases.
Now, the Trailblazer came face to face with some Alchemist Commission folks in exalting sanctity.
But
Lies, Scale Gorge, Water Escape.
Ok,
I have a
beleza.
theory that the reason why
Aí, olha. Olha ele aí. Isso daqui é no mapa debaixo d'água. É uma estátua do Darim mesmo. Ou uma estátua do embebedor Lunai, né? Que pode ser algo passado geração a geração. Beleza. Interessante. Interessante. Acho que é isso que temos de novidades na 1.1, hein? 1.2. Muita coisa, muita coisa. Tem história, tem muito evento. Tem Blade, Kafka. Tem o Luca ali para complementar também. Tem muitas respostas, talvez muito mais dúvidas. Mas tá interessante, tá interessante. Vamos ver o que nos aguarda. Está chegando, hein? Está chegando a 1.2. Teremos live aqui no dia que lançar. Vou atirar no Blade. Vou atirar na Kafka. Blade eu vou conseguir. Espero conseguir a Kafka também. E vamos ver o que nos aguarda aí no futuro, né?